Gets it back. Connecticut. That's Brittany Griner and Layla Lacan as Brittany Ford. Canada with some ISO ball to Angel Reese. Finds the left. Scott is in the ball game. Angel Reese has time at the top of the key. Another quick look on the inside. Angel Reese off on the first one, gets fouled. Look at the offensive prowess with that turnover.
Don't worry about the slightly swollen lip. Uncle Casey is fine. I did not get into a fight last night, and I damn sure don't have an STD. My mom made one of my favorite dishes the other night, fried okra. Uncle Casey was so excited to taste this delicacy that I forgot to wait for it to cool down, and the fry part burned my bottom lip. I might have a bruised lip, but the female Suns from Connecticut, they are suffering this morning from a bruised caboose. Last night, the Atlanta Dreamers put stiletto to fresh ass, beating the female Suns 104-69. Now, even though the Dreamers won this make-believe basketball game, Angel Reese was in no mood to celebrate. When you look at this game on paper, this was the perfect scenario for Angel Reese. Usually, this is where Angel shines. This is where she primes those beautiful hands and prepares to clap back at them haters. This season, the female Suns are 8-24. The faces on their roster are known for being on the side of a milk carton. I mean, check out this roster of shining stars. Reagan Beer?
Who?
Charlie Walker?
Who?
Diamond Miller?
And who?
Supposedly, diamonds are a girl's best friend. This particular diamond, she had no friends last night because she scored 1 point. This level of production, it qualifies you for the starting lineup in the WNBA. But this game last night, it was not about Diamond Miller. No one in Connecticut came to see Diamond shine. They came to see Angel Reese. And like I said, this is usually the spot where Angel Reese dominates. They are playing a team that would be underdogs against a wheelchair basketball team. The female Suns, they are leaving Connecticut, so Angel Reese, she would not be exposed to the boos from those racist white people in Connecticut. This is one of those games where Angel Reese makes her case as the most valuable pretender in the league. But once again, Angel Reese had what the mainstream media is describing as an off night, an unusually bad game. For the second time this week, Angel Reese had more missed layups than points. 8 points, she missed 10 of her 13 shots. It was an absolute eyesore. And luckily for Angel Reese, this game was not nationally televised. But Angel Reese is not the only one who was lucky that no one saw this game last night. The WNBA is fortunate that the networks refused to put this game on national television because the league once again proved what Uncle KC has been saying all along. This on-court product is a flaming ass fire that is fueled by the drizzling shits. Before I show you how bad the so-called professional basketball was in the WNBA last night, let's get to the sponsor for today's video, my good friends at Sugar Mountain Trading. Mark is one of my longtime viewers. For 34 years, he worked as a warehouse manager at a distribution center for a grocery store chain. Once he got into his 50s, after 34 years of physical labor, Mark developed pain in his shoulder and his lower back. Like most dealing with pain, Mark was having difficulty sleeping until he heard Uncle KC mention the CBD from Sugar Mountain Trading. Back in June, Mark purchased his first bottle of CBD lotion from Sugar Mountain. The random flare-ups of pain no longer a constant source of stress for Mark because the CBD alleviates it. If his shoulder starts bothering him, Mark applies some of the CBD lotion and the pain magically disappears. There is a reason Sugar Mountain Trading has been with me here on the channel for the last 2 years. My audience consistently buys their CBD because it works. If you are dealing with constant pain, I cannot think of a better investment for your comfort. What do you have to lose? Start controlling your pain today by clicking the link in the description or the pinned comment below. Use my promo code BTL25, BTL25. Receive 25% off your first purchase with Sugar Mountain Trading. In fairness to the WNBA, not every game is going to be slightly below average, or as it's called in the WNBA, an instant classic. In an 82-game regular season that spans 7 months, there are bad games in the NBA. But in most cases, bad games in the NBA are not caused by lack of skill. It's caused by lack of effort, or star players refusing to play because they have a mild sinus infection. Lack of defense, maybe both teams have an off night shooting and they combine for 90, 100 threes. Throughout the regular season, there are bad games in the NBA, but the worst NBA game is nothing compared to what we saw last night. One of my inside sources, they received a weather report last night from a meteorologist in Connecticut. For the span of about 2 hours, they were reporting high speeds of consistent wind. But the wind was not coming from Mother Earth. It wasn't coming from New York City, where Whoopi Goldberg is known to crank her leg and unleash her powerful boodle breeze. The high wind speeds, they were originating from the pretend basketball court because it was raining airballs last night in Connecticut. You know, 3 weeks ago, Shanae Agwumake. Hey, it's my Shanae! 3 weeks ago, ESPN's premier pretend basketball analyst shocked the world by claiming the basketball in the WNBA is beautiful. It's so inspiring. There's no greater joy in life than watching these strong women struggling to toss a golf ball into a supersized dumpster. With all those golf balls lying on the ground next to the dumpster, it looks like beautiful snow outside in the middle of August. Keep in mind, this is not a compilation of airballs from the entirety of the WNBA season. This is a compilation of airballs from one game. Watch for yourself.
We should be giving airtime to the beautiful basketball in this 30th season of the WNBA.
Miller held up momentarily by Ryan, gets it back, looks for another three. That one well off the mark. Diamond Miller, deep three range, hitting 3 for 3 just a game ago against Marina, chasing that 1,000 point. Okada is in the ball game. Reese passes it, but the only player in double figures. Rhea marched them in the first place, so good job, Otter.
Are you starting to understand why I call it pretend basketball? Are you starting to understand why I refer to the WNBA as the illusion of basketball? Uncle Casey, this isn't fair. This was just a bad game. It's not like this happens every night in the WNBA. Oh, yeah? Do I need to show you guys that clip again from last month of that 45-second sequence with Paige Beckers and the Dallas Wankers? Or what about the flaming ass fire that the WNBA called their All-Star game? Every time I talk about the substandard product in this league, I receive DMs, especially on Facebook. I receive emails from lonely men who dress as women, hoping that their dream girl in the WNBA will be attracted to them. They'll say things like, "You are so annoying," with "UR" spelled with the letters UR. They defend their ladies' honor. They'll send me very short clips of great plays in the WNBA, which is fine. That's fine. Like I've told you guys before, many times before, there are some good basketball players in this league. There are some players, and even teams, that present a product that is almost watchable. But as a league, the WNBA is damn near impossible to watch. And their substandard product is amplified because there are a lot of people who cannot stand the WNBA. This league does not do itself any favors. Yesterday, an old tweet from the WNBA resurfaced on Twitter. This was posted on the WNBA's Twitter account back in 2021, and even after it resurfaced, the WNBA refuses to delete it. It's further proof of what Uncle Casey has been saying. The culture in this league is toxic, and it has been toxic for decades. Check it out for yourself. "Uncle Casey, I don't understand. The WNBA is honoring and highlighting the achievements of two inspiring young women. This is further proof that the WNBA is all about love." Yeah, there's just one problem, one tiny problem. The young women in this picture that the WNBA is celebrating, by now, they are grown women, but supposedly, once upon a time, they were prepubescent boys who were inspired by the inspiration of prepubescent boys, Meg Rapinoe. This is one of the main reasons that the WNBA is constantly criticized. You ever heard that old saying, "You catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar"? I'm sure some grandmother told her granddaughter that 200 years ago, but it has stood the test of time because it's true. You can overcome a substandard product. The product on the court in the WNBA, it will never match high school basketball. There aren't enough elite players for the on-court product to be average. That is misogyny. Women can be just as good as the men, if not better. Yeah, you can keep telling yourself that, but it doesn't make it true. Women and men are different. You can keep polishing the turd, but it doesn't change the fact that it's a turd. As a league, you want to accentuate your strengths and minimize or hide your weaknesses. Believe it or not, the WNBA has strengths. This league could be a success, even with the terrible basketball. Sophie Cunningham is one of the biggest stars in the league. Men will buy tickets just to see Sophie Cunningham. They don't care if she plays. They'll bring their binoculars and watch her sitting on the bench. There are beautiful women in the WNBA. Hell, there are even some good players. Olivia Miles having a great season as a rookie. Problem is, no one knows about it. Well, that's because no one talks about the beautiful basketball in the WNBA. No, it's because the WNBA refuses to promote her. Instead of highlighting their strengths, the WNBA continues to highlight their weaknesses. Doofus political causes advocating for men in their league, continuing to market Asia Wilson as the face of the league when her face is anonymous to 95% of America, and demanding that people only focus on the basketball in this league, which is one of their biggest weaknesses. You want people focusing on the players they like, the players they're attracted to, the players that women can relate to. That's how you build support. That's how you build a loyal fan base. But the WNBA, The WNBA refuses to do that. They refuse to get behind Sophie Cunningham because if they do, they risk offending their hardcore fan base of dorks. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys later.